A quiet room, a low table, a pot of hot tea. A young student sits with an old master. Outside, the world is loud. Inside, it is calm. I study day and night, the student says. I read, I watch, I take notes. But my mind is noisy. I forget fast. Please teach me how to learn better. The master lifts the pot. He pours tea into a small cup. The cup fills. He keeps pouring. Tea reaches the top. It spills. It runs across the table and drops to the floor. Master, stop. The cup is full, the student says. The master stops. He looks at the cup. He looks at the student. Exactly, he says. Your mind is like this cup. It is already full. How can I pour anything new if there is no space? The student feels shy. But I worked hard, he says. I bring many facts and plans. I am ready to add more. The master takes a cloth. He dries the table slowly. You are ready to add, he says. But you are not ready to let go. He lifts the cup and empties it back into the pot. Now the cup is clean, open, and light. Now there is space, he says. They sit in silence for a short time. Steam rises and then fades. A small bird calls once and goes quiet. I am afraid to forget, the student says. If I let go, I will lose what I learned. Letting go is not losing, the master says. Letting go is making room. When you open a window, you do not throw away the house. You let the air change. He pours a little tea, just to taste. Learning is not only adding, he says. It is also removing noise. Take away old labels. Take away fast opinions. Take away the need to be right. The student drinks. The tea is simple and clear. His breath slows. How can I empty my cup without becoming blank? He asks. Use 3 small moves, the master says. Empty, open, get. Empty. Before you start, put one heavy thing on the table. Say it softly and set it aside. For the next hour, I do not need to be perfect. Or, for the next page, I do not need to protect what I think. You are not throwing it away forever. You just give it a rest, so you can see. Open. Ask 1 clean question, not 10. What am I missing? What would a beginner see? What is the simple line here? Then listen. Do not listen to reply. Listen to discover. Take in 1 new idea, not 100. Write it in big letters. Breathe with it for 1 minute. Let it stay. The student nods. I do not need a bigger mind, he says. I need a quieter one. The master smiles. A full mind is heavy and slow, he says. A quiet mind is light and fast. An empty cup is useful. It helps. They walk to a small shelf. There are many books. The master gives the student 1 thin book. Read only this today, he says. But first, empty 1 thing you do not need. What will you set aside? The student thinks. He feels the old push to show what he knows. Then he says, for 1 hour, I do not need to be great. He puts that need on the table like a heavy coin. He feels lighter. He opens the book. He reads a few lines. The words come in like fresh air through a window. He sees simple patterns. He draws a short map on a blank page. 1 line, 1 arrow, 1 star. It is enough for now. They go outside. They stand by a small pond. Leaves float on the water. When you stop stirring, the master says, the water clears by itself. When you stop trying to prove yourself, learning becomes easy. Back in the room, the master taps the empty cup once. Remember this sound, he says. It is the sound of space. The student says the 3 moves again: empty, open, get. The words feel like 3 steady steps. For the first time in a long time, he does not feel behind. What about daily life? He asks. At work, with messages, with people who talk over me. My mind fills up before lunch. Make a small daily habit, the master says. Every morning, empty 1 thing. Every task, ask 1 clean question. Every evening, get 1 new idea and let the rest go. Small is easy to keep. Small, done daily, becomes deep. They share 2 seconds of silence. The window is open. The tea is warm. The room feels bigger. The student stands to leave. Today I learned that space is part of learning, he says. He bows to the cup like an old friend. Thank you for showing me how to be open without being afraid. Good, the master says. When you meet a closed door, do not hit it with your head. Empty your hands. Often the handle is there. The student steps into the bright day. The world is still loud, but he is not. On the way home, he tries the habit. He takes a breath and sets down 1 heavy thought. I must finish everything today. He asks 1 clean question. What is the next small step? He gets 1 new idea from the book in his bag and lets it lead the morning. Work feels lighter. People are easier to hear. At night, he sits at a small table. He pours a little tea and leaves the cup half full. He smiles. Space is not a hole to fear. Space is a tool. If you will try empty, open, get for the next 7 days, type quiet in the comments. Share this story with someone who feels full of noise and wants to learn faster by letting go. If this helped you, please subscribe for more quiet wisdom stories each week.